keep the Iowa. Reese has got his area. He's worked that. Eric's worked his area. So those are pretty much, I think, in place, and there's no sense to change those. You know, those guys have great relationships. I think start with a lot of people in those areas. We'll continue to recruit in Michigan and Ohio, and Phil will handle that. You know, Phil's recruited Michigan before. We'll probably have 3 guys take a section of Ohio. Last year we just had 1 guy in that area. We'll probably have a couple guys down in Texas. Bobby's had a lot of experience down in the Texas area, and I think LeVar got off to a great start down there. And we may look into some other areas as well. And then Chris has experience out east, so I kind of envision him going back that way and working the East Coast a little bit.
Is he more Maryland,
yeah,
DC?
He'd be further south maybe than what Darryl had, but
okay.
You know, we've kind of been gravitating that way anyway over the last couple of years, and that's, you know, one thing about recruiting. You know, you're always evaluating and looking at where you think the best place to invest your time and energy is, and you know, we've kind of gravitated in that direction a little bit. Although you know, Akron this year is from North Jersey, but you know, we'll still can hit if we have a reason to hit somewhere else, and we'll do that. Yeah, you know, we're not going to shut the door in any area. We have 4 young guys out of that state right now that are in our program that we have hopes that all 4 of those guys will really, you know, continue to grow and do a good job and make an impact. So, but we've definitely have cut back our efforts down there probably the last 6-7 years. You know, and it's like anything. It's where you invest, and I think typically if you get to know coaches a little bit better, your chances are better. And yeah, we'll keep a line open definitely. If there's a reason to go there, we'll go there. We have some ties down there, and if it looks like there's an interest on a prospect spot, we'll go anywhere.
Who did you say would be Chicago?
I didn't. You know, I think Brian and Jim will probably split it a little bit, and you know, get 2 guys in there. And you know, it's been a big area for us, obviously, and you know, it continues to be. It's just because of the geographics and a lot of other dimensions. I think it makes perfect sense for us to spend a lot of time there.
Will Jim work the Eastern Seaboard too a little bit?
He may a little bit. Kind of vision him right now, you know, in Chicago, part of Ohio. You know, have a section there, and then you know if he has ties that take him back there, we're certainly not against it. The big challenge again is just, and it depends how these rules shake out, that when you have 7 guys on the road, you know, and I know this, we get 28 weeks in the spring to work with, so it seems like a lot, it sounds like a lot, but when you start having position coaches overlap to, you know, get a better grip on prospects and all that, boy, it really shrinks what you can do in the ground that you can cover, and cover well. You know, we try to be as thorough as we possibly can, and we like to, at least I think, you know, it's important that the coaches, at least in the Midwest and the Big Ten areas, have a comfort level with who we are and what we are and the people that come into their schools. So, you know, I don't think, you know, it becomes a challenge. It gets a little tougher when you start putting it up on the board. It's a little tougher to make the puzzle work. Yeah, and it sounds like, you know, if I've had any good news over the last couple of days, I've had a lot of good news, I guess, but some of the best news I've gotten, it sounds like maybe this thing's slowing down a little bit on just the total free-for-all that was being proposed. So, you know, at least hopefully whenever this clears up a little bit, there will be some good guidelines. If that door does open up, yeah, we'd certainly have to be open to it. I think you'd be foolish not to be. But I do think that train slowed down a little bit. It sounds like it, at least.